Okay, so first things first, I don't want to bore everybody with, you know, um, Patrick's life story. Okay, but I think it's very important to understand who Patrick is. Um, I think that starting off at the beginning and then working my way up will, I don't know, either bore the shit out of you or you'll get a different understanding of who Patrick is. And I'd like to think that if you understood where I come from, maybe you'll understand better who Patrick is. I mean, does that make sense? If I started from the very beginning and told you my entire life story, I've been here for 40 fucking years, dude. I mean, I was born in 1977. That's a long time. Not astronomically speaking, of course. I mean, we're talking about relatively speaking. Human existence only lasts, 80 to 100 years if you're fucking lucky. And then, after 80, everything turns to shit. But I really think that that's going to be part of helping everyone understand who I am. So I'm going to express a lot of things here that nobody's asked because fuck it, who cares? I don't give a shit where you were born. I don't give a shit what your parents did for a living. I don't care, hundreds of different things. I don't care. Okay, well, that's fine. But if you've tuned into this YouTube channel and you have the patience to watch, well, skip this video, because this may be one of those that is pretty boring. I know I've only got 6 minutes, so we're at 3:15 right now. Let's do this really quickly. I was born in Pueblo, Colorado, on July 27th. Of 1977. If anybody's keeping track, that makes me a Leo. Not that I think that any of that means shit, but my mother was single at the time. She had been married once before. We'll get into that at a different video. My father had not been married at the time. My father and my uncle. I have 2 uncles on my mother's side. Well, I had. Both of them are now deceased. And we'll get into that in another time. My father and my mother's youngest brother were bestest of buddies. They used to rodeo together and do some other things, and they were really tight. I think that my father had a crush on my mom for a long time, and found his opportunity, and they began to court, if you will. I think they went on a couple of dates. I really don't know a lot about the courtship. only knowing from what my father has said and what my mother has said. Now, here's the thing. Let me stop and regress just a little bit. Both my parents are deceased, and they weren't very forth-telling about this, so I really don't know a lot. Fuck. 6 minutes is not a long time. We're coming up on 5:30. We'll carry this on.